Hey everybody, this is another video in my series on atomic structure nuclide symbols, and in this video we're going to be talking about charge. So the charge of an atom goes in the upper right hand corner of a nuclide symbol. This is the one part of a nuclide symbol where the periodic table is only going to be a slight help. So what is the charge of something? Well, the charge here is a comparison of the number of protons and electrons. So what we're going to do is we're just going to compare the number of protons to the number of electrons, and from there you will be able to determine what the charge is. So the best way to do this is through example. Let's say we have an element that has 7 protons and 6 electrons. To determine the charge, what we're going to do is we're going to compare these. Keep in mind that the relative charge of a proton is +1 and the relative charge of an electron is -1. So what we know is that for charge, these two will cancel each other out and create something that's neutral. Okay, these two cancel each other out, create something that's neutral. These cancel each other out, these cancel each other, these cancel each other, these cancel each other out. And so what is left is 1 proton extra, so that means that the charge on this atom would be a 1+. We could go and determine what the element is. The element that has 7 protons is nitrogen, and then we could write the charge up here as nitrogen 1+. Okay, let's see. Let's do another example. Okay, so here we have 4 protons and 7 electrons. So again, we have cancel, 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 cancel. We compare, and what ends up happening is we have 3 extra negative charges, 1, 2, 3. And so now, again, we can go to the periodic table, and we know that element number 4 is beryllium, and that would be Be with a 3- charge up here. Keeping in mind that we usually put the negative or positive after the number so that we're not confused with either the mathematical function like adding and subtracting or with a negative number when we are doing math. What if we do something like this? Okay, sodium has a charge of 1+, so now we're going to go the other way. Okay, well, sodium has 11 protons. There are 11 protons in sodium. I know this because we know that the atomic number gives us the number of protons. So that can't change. If we end up with more protons, we're going to change the element. So we don't want to change the number of protons. The only thing that can change is the number of electrons. So how do we get sodium that has 1 more proton than it has electrons? Well, this means you're going to end up with 10 electrons in your sample of sodium. If we're going to write this as a nuclide symbol, we would write Na with a 1+ up here. And of course there would be numbers down here, here, and a number up there. But if we were going to write the charge, that's the way it would go in our nuclide symbol. Lastly, I want to indicate to you if you have something that has a neutral charge, or if the number of protons equals the number of electrons. It's quite possible that you have an element that has 7 protons and 7 electrons. And so that is going to cancel each other out in terms of charge to give you a charge of 0. For that, you would write the symbol, and again, the element that has 7 protons is nitrogen, and either the symbol would be blank, like this, or you would have a 0 there. Okay, you would either not put anything up in that corner, or you would put a 0 indicating that it is neutral. Okay, so there you have it, your lesson on charge. Have a great day.